Every time you say war, you say Snoop. Every time you say Snoop, you say
that's the way I see it, you know what I'm saying? Niggas don't want to be free. Look around, it's more blessed than them, you know what I'm saying? I'm from Gym City, and I can see niggas don't want to be free from the beast. They got to kiss ass and treat it like trash, like the root class. Niggas don't want to be free. Never get straight chain, it's up and pray. I can see spiritual to the devil gay. It's a damn shame. These lame niggas don't want to be free from the beast. So I got to bring the anger and pain. This is dead to eat. And fuck with this even what I think about this black enemy. My enemies stay mad at me, cause I refuse to turn the other cheek. I can't kiss the beast's ass with this beard in hand. I'm prolific, God give it to right to keep this sight. I write that beat and fight the power with true conviction. My real niggas listen, pay attention to the wisdom, brainwash, whitewash niggas. They don't want to be free from the wicked democratic and G.O.D. headed by the beast. Niggas rather kiss ass and be treated like trash by the root class. And you can learn a lot from a crash, dummy. Walking black zombies, don't know shit about ancient history. If you wonder why it's a mystery, while the devil came, they black people hate his true identity. 4 centuries of brutality. Now niggas want to be Indian, so motherfucker run down to this real shit that I transmit vocally. Niggas don't want to be free from the beast. Niggas rather kiss ass and be treated like trash by the root class. No, niggas don't want to be free. My tongue is a lyrical cut sword, my lord. Why niggas don't want to be free from the beast? They can't police, still shoot niggas down in the streets, and niggas just keep on voting for these demon crafty folks. Niggas just keep holding alive while I die inside of a correctional facility at the hands of racist hillbillies. Nigga fuck pride to speaking at my eulogy. Nigga raise hell with me, make that devil bleed in retaliation. Spiritual energized to rise up in this fucking nation. Reincarnation doesn't movement with the remedy to get free from the beast. Gotta pay homage to the poisons who came before me. And fuck all my enemies, cause I'm the blood of my body ancestors. Yeah, predecessor. I guess I'm the chosen one. Not to be the token, but the outspoken one. Ghetto revelator. Haters conversation, haters.
Peace, black family. Peace and love to the black family. Hey, this is your first time coming into my channel. Please mash up the like, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Most definitely subscribe to that channel. Y'all know what it be. I'm Black at y'all, banging on the beats as always, doing my research, trying to put a hurting on the beast's grip. If I could just take the grip, you know what I'm saying, off our necks, we're going to be all right. You feel me? As a people. You know what I'm saying? Because we more than equal. You better believe that. Because, see, if you don't know who you are, you be starving to be part of this punk-ass ruling class that don't give a fuck about our black ass. That song right there, I wrote that. You know what I'm saying? It ain't got no studio work. I did it right off this phone. You know what I'm saying? So if I would have went to the studio, it would have sounded a little bit more better, but I don't fuck with that studio shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to be famous, and you feel me? I'm just let you know, I used to, rap back in the day. And that's how I see the world. Niggas don't want to be free. Niggas don't want to be free. That's the name of this motherfucking video. Niggas don't want to be free. You know what I'm saying? We stool pigeons for the ruling class. And that's how we got in this situation. You know what I mean? How we got clamped down in this situation. And, I'm just going to keep it real on this channel. That's what I do. If you don't like nobody keeping it real, go to another YouTuber who's all about trying to divide our people and, and talk about our people, like Taharka Bay. You got fools like that. He got a lot of followers. It's easy to be negative against your people. It's easy to teach identity crisis that you're not African, you're not these people from this part of the world. You know, we all one people, and you got people out here, man, that's constantly, man, I see it on TikTok, trying to divide black people. This is why Pan-African is the only way. I love all Africans, no matter where you at, even the ones who have identity crisis. You're Indian, you know what I'm saying? You're Creole, you're not African, you know what I mean? I still got love for you. You're still dealing with that white man's definition of what black is. You know what I'm saying? You're still dealing with the slave master train of thought because you really want to be him. You envy him. Just like Kanye, he already said that he envied the wicked. You know what I'm saying? So when you want to be part of the wicked, you know, you would do anything. You feel what I'm saying? Especially when you don't know who you are, you be starting to be part of the ruling class who hate your black ass. You feel me? Dig this, y'all. We're going to get right off into this. Because when I see certain things, I parallel on our ongoing life today. I parallel things of the past to the present. You know, people say don't study the past, we're living in the future, but you got to understand the past to understand the future, where the fuck you want to go. You feel me? Because you don't want to make the mistakes of those who came before you, our predecessors. You feel what I'm saying? So with that being said, there was a sister on Twitter. I think her name is Aisha Harrison. She wrote something on Twitter, and then they shared a video of this particular stool pigeon, black woman, who was vehemently against the rise of our people in this country. You feel me? This is why I say niggas don't want to be free. We'd rather be stool pigeons for the ruling class who hate our black ass and our people. You got to be asinine, a backwards Negro. I don't care how big your vocabulary is, how big your bankroll is, how big your house is. If you is working for them to discredit us as a people, then you hate yourself. That is retardation. That's going backwards. Retardation is to go backwards to me. So this is why I say niggas don't want to be free. Look around you, man. Look around you. There's enough niggas in the hood who click up and be different sections of gang banging. These niggas don't know they got the power. They youth, they got the power to organize against this pale face. They got the power. You got motherfucking Crips and Bloods, goddamn it, on TV now. They got the power. They got motherfuckers, goddamn it, Crip walking at the motherfucking NFL games and shit, doing the Super Bowl. Y'all seen Snoop Crip walking? And these niggas don't want to come together and bang against this motherfucking beast. You know what I'm saying? So that show you niggas don't want to be free. That's just on that level. Then you got these boozy niggas, the boule niggas. Y'all think that's doing a righteous thing, but they got to step on you as a people to be in the position. I'm talking about black politicians. They step on niggas. Ain't no black politician swung really for niggas. Because if he swing for niggas, that nigga be up out of there. Y'all look to Obama. I knew Obama could swing for us, being in a dominated white male government. That's an illusion. When Farrakhan said he wasn't up on that illusion, I knew right what he meant. You will never get justice and freedom and inequality in a white man's government. You got to build your own, and nobody can give you freedom. You got to take your own freedom. And when I say unplug for the matrix, I mean unplug for these motherfuckers and start your own shit. You know what I'm saying? Right here. And then you connect that shit from here to South America and connect that shit, and it's worldwide. We connected. The United Nations African Front. Niggas scared of that. We don't want to be free. That's the only thing gonna free us. Yeah, you're gonna have discrepancy with our parliament, but we could work it out. Cause you got discrepancy now. Ain't nobody got shit but a motherfucker dead body in the motherfucking cemetery, and your ass on the way to motherfucking penitentiary. You know what I'm saying? For killing a motherfucker. Your life is through. Our lives is over with. So this stool pigeon, y'all, named Julius Clarisse Brown, a black woman who later proudly admitted to being an informant, an agent for the Federal Bureau of Investigation. This was during the 60s, that this female, I never heard of Julia Brown. I never heard of Julia Clarisse Brown. 1968, she was talking crazy. And it parallels today with another one that's on her level. They recreate these motherfuckers, these white folks recreate these niggas like Herschel Walker. That nigga sunk in a sunken place. I could tell. Come on, man. They recreate these niggas. Candace Owens. This female had to be recreated. Candace Owens, who said she never experienced racism, a black woman married to a white man, said she never experienced racism. And she's a conservative. She speaks like Julia Brown. I'm going to show y'all this video, man, and I'm going to prove my thesis that Candace Owens is the Julia Brown of today. She was in the 60s. This sister was in the 60s. I'm going to read a little bit what this sister put on Twitter. But see, when I got hip to this, I went to when I got hip to this, I went to the Diaspora African channel with Phil on there, the big brother Phil, and he bought this Twitter situation. So I'm piggybacking off both of these people because this been going through my head. You know, the sister that wrote this article in Twitter, and the brother Phil who brought it to my attention, they showed the video of the sister. I thought about the new people of today. You got people in Congress. You got the ordinary grassroots of our people who, when I say grassroots, just people who's not a part of any government agency and don't work for the city, for us, you know, trying to make policy. I'm talking about the grassroots of our people or good stool pigeons for the ruling class on all levels. So we don't want to be free. That's what I'm trying to say. So, you know, she wrote, countless of people across the globe celebrated Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s greatness on MLK Day. However, one clip shared on Twitter reminded people that during King's last years, he had many denigrators, including some Black Americans. One of the most vocal critics was Julia Clarisse Brown, a Black woman who said she was glad to be part of the FBI. You feel what I'm saying? So, in addition, King's speech against the Vietnam War and asking or demanding, not asking, because King became radical, y'all, in the last bit of his, I'm going to explain that to you. King became radical, and I think when he met with the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, a lot of people don't want to give the nation credit. I find flaws in the nation, but I got to give them credit because you in any government, even this government, there may be some small goods that this government does, but it's a lot of bad that she do for us to even get any benefits over here, like far as the residuals this motherfucker bring. You know, saying you know its consequences across seas. They kill and maim for us to have the resources in this country to be the country that it is, in the rich country that it is. Other countries gotta stay poor and suffer. So there's good and bad, right there. So when you got to get a credit to the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, whatever he said to Dr. Martin Luther King, he said he went to the mountaintop, he seen the truth. And then he said he think he integrated his people into a hell house, he made a mistake. In 68, he was against the Vietnam War because America was just over there fighting over opioids. You know what I'm saying? People don't believe that. They was over there fighting over. That's why heroin was here in America deep. They was bringing it through the planes and shit. You know what I'm saying? And the coffins and shit and dead bodies. Y'all seen Frank Lucas. That was real. The government of America was bringing heroin over here. That's what they went to, because opioids is big money back then for pain, medical reasons. Shit. America had to be there, and King was against that. True story, man. Do your history, man. History is responsible for the present. You see what I'm saying? If America didn't go around the world killing and enslaving black people, she wouldn't be powerful today. So that past is responsible for her prestigious today. So I won't hear no Negro. So all you do is think about the past. You know what I'm saying? Niggas just got Stockholm syndrome right now. They love their enemies, so they don't want to be free. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm going to show y'all this video, and I'm going to show you, a couple of videos. You know what I'm saying? But, Candace Owens speak like this sister of 1960s, the one who admitted being a government informant, Julia Brown. She was taking down black organizations for the FBI. This is why we in this situation right here. Had to be some niggas in Africa that was secretly hating them motherfucking selves and wanting to be like these motherfucking Europeans. I don't see no greatness in the motherfucking European. You know what I'm saying? After I read my motherfucking history and know who I am, excuse my language, y'all, I just get emotional and uptight about when you look at your history and see how great you was back in your ancient time and then see yourself today. You upset because you know what it takes to get back to that pyramid stage. You know what it is to take to get back to teach civilization like we always did. We taught people to be civilized. We taught civilization. Now, how is it that the people that we taught civilization trying to act like we ain't civilized? That they had to come and take us out the jungles of Africa and give us Christianity, which was insanity. Christianity crippled the people. Look at the lands in Africa before Christianity, Islam, and hit Africa. Africa was on the top. Mansa Musa was one of the richest Africans in the world. Go read about Mansa Musa. Go read about Mansa Musa from Mali. He went and accept Islam because he was giving gold away, man, like it ain't nothing. He has so much gold. That's why he the richest man today. Even Forbes magazine recognized the African from Mali, Mansa Musa. You probably don't believe me. You could go look it up. Yeah, but Candace Owens is Julia Brown today. Check out her format. You know what I'm saying? She said she never experienced racism in her life, but she will lie and do the step and fetch it. Biscuit eating sister for the white man. When I went back in history, don't you know? Candace Owens in 2007 was in high school. Her senior year, she attended high school in Stamford, Connecticut. When she was harassed and bullied by 3 racist white young males who also attended the same school she attended. She received 3 racist phone calls, voicemails to kill her from these 3 white guys. How did they get her phone number? Because she was always in love with the European man, the ideal male man. You know, this is the real male. This is the macho. All the movies she's been watching, the brainwashing that they do in Hollywood. That's why I don't watch a lot of movies. A lot of niggas watch movies and that shit get on your brain. They say, you know, you be thinking like this fantasy shit they showing y'all. You know, white man running around swinging on vines and goddamn in the jungle. He commanding all the Africans, and he commanding the motherfucking animals to bow before him. That was our story. When we made the animal, we don't need whips. Big lions be walking with the brothers and sisters in the ancient times. You know what I'm saying? We had the animals under control. You feel what I'm saying? So, with that being said, you know, how did these white guys get her phone number? She was always in love with the white man. You know what I'm saying? As a young sister. You know what I'm saying? So they bullied her. Her mom and dad went to the school, reported it. They never did nothing about it. The school continued to let the white boys harass her. So you know what happened? She went and got a lawyer. And I think it was that NAACP people who got over $37,000. You know, she was awarded. She put a lawsuit against the school. So, if y'all gotta look at these videos and see what I'm talking about, remember, Candace Owens is Julia Clarisse Brown. They keep creating these bitch niggas. And this is why we never get nowhere as a people. You feel what I'm saying? This is why we never get nowhere as a people.
Well, I say it is frightening, and it should be frightened to the entire American people that he has demanded $10 billion. And if he doesn't get it, then there may be riots this summer. Martin Luther King is nothing but a blackmailer, and he should be arrested for blackmailing because he certainly has blackmailed the United States government.
There's one thing that bothers me, and that, as a Negro yourself, why do you talk so bitterly against Martin Luther King and a lot of these other people of your race?
Well, let me tell you something. I don't put my race before I do my country. Being a Negro woman doesn't matter to me who is a Negro or who is a white person. If they are enemies of our country, then they are certainly my enemies too.
Why don't you think we deserve reparations? I do not think that we deserve reparations for slavery. I was never a slave in this country, and I think that the idea, if you think that you're going to get more than $200 from the government, okay, this entire debate is just it's a joke, okay? It's never going to happen. Do you think that we're the only group? I'm just going to ask this question that has had something awful happen to them in this country. Should the Japanese get reparations for the internment camps? Yes, to the Irish, all the Irish? Who's Irish in this room? Raise your hand. Should they get, that's a lot of Irish people. Should they get reparations for the Irish need not apply during the Progressive Era and all the terrible things that happened to them? What about the Jewish people? Should they get reparations for the Holocaust? No matter where you go in history, someone was oppressed. You cannot look to correct history by thinking that you're going to get a small check, because every single person in this room would get a check. It's just a means for them to seize you emotionally and make you think that you deserve something or you're going to get something. And if they actually factually did it, it would probably amount to $400 that you couldn't even spend it at a club on a weekend. Why don't you think we deserve reparations?
Fam, did y'all peep what I was trying to illustrate? That Candace Owens of 2023 could be this stool pigeon, Julia Brown of 1968. They both got the same malfunction, malnutrition, deficiency when it comes to brain power to kill yourself. Suicidal. It's got to be suicidal. Something is wrong with you mentally. If you agree with your oppressor to stomp your people out from whence you come from black people. So that's why I say what I say. Nobody really wants to be free. You see what I'm saying? Candace Owens is hypocritical. In the video, young black man asks her, how come you think we shouldn't get reparations? What was her response? It was so immature, so irresponsible, misleading for her to tell a young black man that I wasn't in slavery, so we shouldn't get slavery because she wasn't up under a taskmaster like our ancestors was. But you're connected to the ancestor, whether you want to or not. Only reason why you're in a position that you are today, because somebody came by slave ship. You feel what I'm saying? Your ancestors were enslaved for you to be here today. We don't ever think about that. You break that chain. So you don't go back in time and study yourself and study your people. The position that black people in today is because of that history. If it wasn't for the 400 years of being in slavery in this world, to this world, not only in America, across the world, that this went on with the European worlds. European people got into the slave trade. And the position that we are in today, because they keep robbing Africa and keep robbing us. So that's asinine how she came in that video. And to say that nobody else got reparations, it's a good thing that I follow prominent scholars who's no longer here no more, but I read a lot of their books. And I'm glad that I read real prominent historians like Ivan Van Sertel, you know what I'm saying? Yusuf bin Yakahanan, John Henry Clark, may the ancestors rest in peace, because she said that the Jews didn't get reparations. We know the Jews get reparations. Not only that, the American government, for some apparent reason, sent billions of our dollars to Israel. So she trying to tell me Germany, Switzerland, all people who oppressed the Jews, they didn't get reparations? Then she say in the video, I want you to go look that up, Jews got paid reparations. The Japanese got paid reparations when, I believe that was in the 40s, I want to say. But I know when Nagasaki, when Japan dropped a bomb on Pearl Harbor, America went back and dropped the nuclear atomic bomb on Nagasaki, Japan. And in this country and around the world, Western Europeans and white Americans put Japanese citizens in concentration camps. They paid them. Candace Owens lied. She's misleading, but she's a black conservative and she's supposed to be smart. She's dumber than a box of rocks because she's only regurgitating the mentality of her oppressor. But how can some black people find Candace Owens intelligent? What intelligent animal that you know in the lion kingdom or the cat kingdom takes sides with the cougar against another cougar takes side against a mountain cat, a mountain lion? A cougar is going to stick with the cougars. A cougar is not going to turn another cougar in for a mountain lion. I never seen that. I never seen a lion come to the cheetah attack of another lion. I never seen that. Only black people have this crazy, degenerate, backwards notion to band with your oppressor to kill your own people. Hence, in turn, they turn around and kill you. That's what happened to the people of Dahomey. Y'all want to watch Woman King and think that was a real movie based on a true story when Dahomey people lived on the coast, went into the interior Africa, the black Dahomey Africans catching Africans, selling them to the British. But some people telling us that the slave trade didn't happen. And this is real, actual facts. People say that out of Africa, boats did not go to Africa and take Africans out of Africa. When they got the slave dungeons over there that prove it. But anyway, Candace Owens is misleading. She's hypocritical. She says reparations, that blacks shouldn't get reparations. Well, she shouldn't have got a lawsuit when her classmates, which was racist white people, racist white males, who's also their father was Daniel Malloy, the mayor of Stanford. From being the mayor, he went to the governor. So the governor was Daniel Malloy. Daniel Malloy was the governor of Connecticut and also the mayor of Stanford. His sons oppressed the black conservative when she was in high school, Candace Owens, who said she did not have any racial discrepancies with no one. She's a liar. This is on books. You can look this up. And her predecessor, which I call is Julia Clarisse Brown, was one of the Martin Luther King's biggest denigrators. She was his biggest denigrator. She was his biggest denigrator. You know what I'm saying? She was against him. She opposed everything that the brother was trying to do at the end of his life, because y'all know Martin Luther King was bootleg. When he first came on the scene, the white man picked him. But all of a sudden, he switched and started fighting for the people. When he demanded reparations and demanded that the war in Vietnam be halted, that when he was a marked man for death, and them bootleg niggas set him up. You know, them bootleg niggas set him up. All because Martin Luther King spoke out against the war and asked for $10 billion for black people in this country. This sister, Julia Clarisse Brown, was his biggest, I'm going to say this word right this time because I got a word fucked up. Denigrator. A denigrator. Look that word up, denigrator. She was his opposer, another black person. Hey, this is Underground Warrior TV, man. Mash up the likes, leave comments below. Tell me what y'all think. Do Candace Owens and Julia Brown Are they one of the same? With a little bit of Herschel Walker. Insane to the brain. Peace, love, black power.